Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us virtually for this great event. I'm ecstatic to be here today for the ribbon cutting of IU Northwest's newest innovation space, the Academic Media Production Space, or AMP for short. For those who may be familiar with my background, I've been very fortunate in my career to help develop numerous academic-based innovation centers, whether they be tech incubators, maker spaces, or genomic centers. I've personally experienced how an innovation space can advance faculty research, scholarship, performing in creative arts, and teaching, while also becoming a hub of expertise and experiential learning that can benefit students and the community. I have no doubt that this will be the same trajectory of the academic media production space. As IU Northwest is already a leader in online education, allowing us to excel during this period of increased remote learning, the AMP space will now provide our faculty with even greater cutting-edge technology to create broadcast quality, high-definition videos, presentations, and other video aids to enhance both online and in-person instruction. With the talent we have here, and we have a lot, I'm confident we will eventually evolve into the place that everyone in Northwest Indiana will come to learn about transformative innovation in instruction. There's a phrase I often use, which is skin in the game. It alludes to the act of putting something of yourself, whether it be resources, time, effort, sweat, yes, and maybe even tears, into a project or initiative to evidence true commitment. There are a number of individuals and entities who indeed had skin in the game, whose commitment created this new AMP space, including Chris Foley and the IU online team, Julie Johnston, James McGooky, and the IU Learning Spaces team, Chris Young, Tamika White, and our Sistel team, Nick Ray, Aaron Pigors, and the Hewitts, Philemon Yabe, IUPOI's Michael Jaziak and Mike Anthony, Gary Griner and the facilities team, Jerry Pat and her advancement and external relations team, Ed, Marisa, Nikki, Beck, and Emily. And of course, Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Vicky Roman Lagunas, whose great leadership and vision led us to today's important milestone occasion. So on behalf of the students, faculty, and staff of IU Northwest, thank you all. I would like to now ask Vicky to come to the podium.
Thank you, Chancellor Iwama, for this introduction and for your tireless support as we prepared to open this fabulous space. As Chancellor Iwama mentioned, this was a multi-team partnership, and for that I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Chris Young, the director of Sistel, and Tamika White and the other staff in the Sistel office. To Gary Griner and his facilities team, to Nick Ray, Aaron Pigors and the Hewitts team, Chris Foley, the Associate Vice President for University Academic Affairs and the Director of the Office of Online Education, James McGooky, the Manager of Collaboration Technologies and Classroom Support, and the entire IU Online team for their funding and their support. This new, very innovative space was created and designed with faculty needs and creative ideas in mind. The Sistel AMP space will provide enhanced technology to aid faculty in the development of top-notch virtual and face-to-face instruction. They will connect with their students, engage them in even better and more effective ways than they have already done. Faculty will receive technical consultation and be guided with best practices for self-recording, custom animation video, content creation, Kaltura interactive video for creating choose your own adventure videos, and so much more. Because faculty receive this support, IU Northwest students will experience the high quality teaching that IU Northwest is known for. They will continue to thrive. In the end, this space will benefit the entire Indiana University Northwest community. The Innovation Center is located in the Sistel spaces of the Library Conference Center in room 333. Now I'd like to introduce Chris Foley, the Associate Vice President for the University Academic Affairs and Director of the Office of Online Education. Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Romano Lagunas. And hello, everybody, and greetings from Bloomington. I'm sorry I can't be there with you in person today. But it's a pleasure to join you today virtually for the opening of this academic media production space at IU Northwest. IU has a long history of delivering online coursework. It goes back to, as far as we can count, back into the 80s. And it goes well, and that's well beyond the creation of the office that I have the pleasure of guiding here at IU. But now we've come a long way. We now have over 170 online programs, and IU Northwest plays an increasingly key role in leading many of them. And so it's very fitting that we see this new addition to the opportunity that the faculty and students will have at IU Northwest to deliver online coursework. Moreover, elements of digital education like high quality video instruction and what you can do with it, and you will see a little bit of that later on, I believe, and you've already seen some of it already, are important to more and more courses at IU. And this benefits all students, not just those in online programs. At IU, online education has a key role in supporting student success and increasing access to higher education, two goals that I know are strongly embraced at IU Northwest. The AMP space represents a strong commitment that IU Northwest and IU have to investing in quality instruction and to making it available regardless of whether a student can come to a physical classroom or not. We can now enable our outstanding faculty to share their knowledge and work with students in ways that will be more engaging to help them learn course material and enjoy their learning experience. Quite frankly, we believe the AMP space, along with other initiatives at IU Northwest, is making the campus the region's most sophisticated provider of in-person, hybrid, and online degree and certificate programs. Finally, this space isn't just a response to the current pandemic. Planning for this space was well in place before 2020, but it couldn't come at a better time, in my opinion. We've learned a lot over the past year, and the AMP space will be essential to continuing the great work we've already been doing at IU Northwest and across all of IU. Now I'd like to introduce James McGooky, the manager for collaborative technologies and classroom support at IU, and one of the key individuals in making the AMP space a reality. James?
Thank you, Chris. And thanks again for your vision and support for this academic media production space. I'd like to take an opportunity to show you some examples for why you might use this academic media production space for your class. This first is a demonstration of equipment and techniques that might be difficult to show in a classroom or remotely to your students. Secondly, we've got a green screen or chroma key effect, this time with a PowerPoint slide in the background, but this could be any image or any video that you can imagine. And lastly, we have the learning glass, also known as the light board, that allows you to maintain eye contact with the camera while drawing equations, charts, or other illustrations. Over the last 5 years, we've had the opportunity to work with faculty from all over the world, including those that are physically in the media production space and those that are remote. We've used technology as simple as a pen to Hollywood-style virtual sets to transport us to faraway lands. We have at our disposal tools such as Kaltura Path for choose your own adventure videos, as well as engaging video quizzes. These technologies are here today and ready for your class. We've taken these successes at the IU Bloomington and IUPUI media production spaces to create a full-featured, high-quality, and inviting facility at IU Northwest. Along with the other studios at the other campuses, we're creating a community of excellence for the creation of engaging online video content. I do want to take just a second here and thank Michael Jasiak and Mike Anthony for getting the technology set up and running in this space and working with Tamika and Chris and others at the campus to get this working. Now I'd like to introduce Chris Young, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and the Director for the Center for Innovation and Scholarship in Teaching and Learning.
Thank you, James. We're excited about this innovative, state-of-the-art technology studio space that will ultimately help students achieve learning outcomes. It is another example of Indiana University's commitment to innovative and creative teaching, and through this innovation and creativity, student success. We have a well-trained and enthusiastic team ready to help you learn more about the capabilities and envision how this technology can propel your teaching. In the video, you were able to see some of those capabilities, such as combining effects, picture-in-picture, and of course, the light board, also known as the learning glass. We believe the existence of this studio provides the opportunity to reimagine how we teach our courses, and by doing so, to re-energize teaching and learning. We welcome you to make an appointment with Tamika White, Sistel's program coordinator, to try out the equipment and imagine the possibilities for your classes. Thank you all for attending, whether you joined us in person or virtually. And again, special thanks to IU Online, IU Northwest Office of Academic Affairs, especially Executive Vice Chancellor Vicky Roman-Lagunas, who's been a steadfast champion of teaching and learning, Chancellor Awama and the Chancellor's Office, Facilities, UITS, especially Nick Ray, Paul Sharp, Aaron Pregors and his team, and finally, Professor Harold Olivey and Tamika White for the recorded demonstration. So now let's make it official and cut the ribbon.
Okay. So the first mistake, somebody handed me these. So I'm going to be very careful with my colleagues next to me and see if I can do these very sharp scissors in a way that, there you go. I'm going to ask now, I think I'm going to invite the audience in just to get a kind of initial glimpse of what has been built here with this AMP studio. So without further delay, thank everyone for being here today. I really do appreciate it. You know, taking time out of your day, but this is a monumental effort again with IU and IU Northwest advancing technology right here in the Northwest region. So come on in.
Thanks, Chris. I cannot hear you now. Thank you.
Yeah, God is you.
Yeah.